We are here with Brian Terada, Residential Life Coordinator. So, Brian, tell us a little bit of the organization of the portfolio show.
So we have different majors on different floors here where all the students go to school, where they learn their craft, and now is their chance to show off all the work that they've done with their instructors here, with their families here.
So I think it's really cool that they can talk to their career advisors throughout the quarter, and then the advisors contact the employers, and then finally they get to meet each other. So it's like a very good connection, and there's a lot of potential, right? Like a lot of people get jobs from this.
You never know what could happen. Exactly. You're exactly right. Everything comes full circle. Students been working in classes, learning everything. Career service advisors have been looking up employers to try to connect them with their students, and now you're exactly right. Now everybody comes together in one place to see what we can make the future into.
I love it.
You never know what could happen.
I love it. So let's check it out. Let's see who's in there. Let's do it. We're here with Michelle and Misha from Best Talent. So ladies, please tell us a little bit more about Best Talent.
Best Talent is a one-stop shop for aspiring models, actors, singers, and dancers, and present model, actors, singers, and dancers, where we give all talent the tools they need to succeed in the business.
We are here with Vicky Canepa and Dottie Rubenstein from Club Med. Tell us a little bit about what talent you're looking for here today at the Art Institute.
Well, we're always looking for great talent such as costume designers, set designers, sound, video, chefs.
Today we're looking for all forms of talent. So we're looking for anything from graphic designers to people that are able to put together amazing outfits like people behind us right there. So we're looking for anything right now. Anyone with pure talent is what we're looking for.
Now, you're a recruiter, so what is the one thing that stands out when you're talking to students, that makes you think, okay, this is the person we want?
Well, we're looking for people with a lot of energy and who love people, love to travel, and that's one of the most important things, because you're not only doing your job during the day, but you're hosting these guests that might have saved their whole lives to spend 1 week at this resort. So it's our responsibility to make sure they have the best times of their lives.
We have to have someone who's hardworking, who's willing to wear a lot of hats, and is really thinks outside the box.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you.
So we're here with Irvin Bose from Industrial Design. Irvin, tell us a little bit about your project.
This product right here versus its competitors of like Fitbit basically has a GPS tracker than the other without Wi-Fi, and also it's more for competitors around the world. So there's an app for it also. It's called Go. On the app, you can live feed the exercise they're doing and trying to beat their score at the same time. Not just in America, but all over, like international. Yeah.
So we're here with Francis. He's graduating from graphic design, right? So Francis, tell us a little bit about one of your projects that you really enjoy doing.
So this is one of my favorite project that I done. It took me like 4 hours cutting it manually. It's handmade. The design is about a solar system. When you're gonna flip over the pages, the letters gonna get smaller, 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 and smaller, and it fades away until it goes to the last page, which is the only thing you're gonna see is stars.
Awesome. And then what about this display? I know you have a lot of beautiful things here in the back. What did you try to convey with all of these works?
I got inspiration from street art because I was driving around downtown LA. I saw the subway station, train station. It looks like this, so why not bring it in school?
I love it. We're here with Jennifer Popperl. She's a photography major. How has this experience been for you, graduating finally from the Art Institute?
It's really exciting. I've worked really, really hard, and there's been such amazing people here that have helped make this all happen, and I'm tired, but it's all worth it to be here tonight. So
Who here in school was like, one of those people that you're like, if it wasn't for this teacher or this person, I wouldn't be here? Is there someone who comes to mind for you?
Yeah, I think there's two. I would say Aaron Bocanegro for one, just down to technique, and he pushed me really hard and taught me a lot about editing, but definitely Stephen Heller. I think he's the true definition of an artist, and he really changed my perspective on how I view photography, so I'm never going to forget either of them.
I love it, so shout out to them for sure. So you were telling me a little bit about this series of photographies that you're very well known for. Tell me a little bit more about that.
I am best known for what's called urbex style photography, which is I tend to travel the countryside, and I off-road a lot and take road trips and try to find abandoned locations. I have what I consider to be an appreciation for the unappreciated. So I find a beauty in all of these things. I think at one time they were really loved and cared for, and for reasons unknown, they've sort of been forgotten and replaced, and I think everyone can relate to that.
I love it. And what is your plan after here? Like, what's next? Where do you go from here?
I will be going to Northridge to finish my degree, and then the game plan is to get my master's. And I would like to eventually teach, and I am in the process of self-publishing my first abandoned photography book.
Wow, that's amazing. We will definitely be keeping an eye out for that. We're here with Mark Salmon, Visual Gate Programming. Mark, what has this been like for you, this experience? You know, Art Institute, finally you're graduating. How do you feel right now?
I feel pretty excited. I guess lets me focus much more on my AI along with the game mechanics and graphics pipeline scripting that I'm currently looking forward to messing around with for the next 6 months. So it's great.
So I know that you have this project here. It's about virtual reality, which is kind of like the up and coming thing. Tell us a little bit more about this and everything you did for it.
The hardest part was probably the mobile optimization, because getting everything ported over to the Samsung Galaxy S7 has been pretty tedious. But overall, I think it paid off pretty well. And really what it comes down to is how you functionally write your code and how it will run in the environment. Essentially what I worked on was the AI scripting. So I worked on a finite state machine that would only do a simple amount of draw calls, because draw call batching is very important. And the least amount of draw calls that you can do, the faster that it functions overall. On top of that, I also worked on the gun script, which I posted up on my website for weapon management. And it was also to show off a bit of UI and reloading functions and multiple aspects of the weapon and how you can actually move it around with the scene. I also messed around with how it tracks motion throughout the actual gameplay.
That's awesome. Now, where do you go from here? Like, what's your plan after you graduate? You know, Monday, what are you going to be doing Monday? What's your plan next?
The next plan is to focus much more on DirectX 12 pipeline scripting and probably jump into CryEngine first thing. And it should be fun for that.
We're here with Sean Puckett from Game Art Design. How has this experience been for you?
So this experience has been great. I've been here 3.5 years now. So I've learned a lot from AI, and I never had touched a 3D modeling program or did a texturing program in my life, and came to AI and had some great teachers and was able to produce a lot of work.
Yeah, and I bet when you started, you were in a completely different place, right? Like, so what are the things that you remember the most? Tools that you learn or people that influence you in your career?
I just remember, like, when I was learning a lot of the tools, I was like, I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to learn this. I'm never going to be as good as this guy. And then it was like one day that, like, with each program, that light switch would click and something would come to life like this, and you'd be so surprised at what you're able to do when you were, like, focused.
And now, tell us about this project right here. Is this like your final project, something like that?
My final scenes. I produced 4 scenes for my portfolio, but this was my most recent scene. I did more of a post-apocalyptic 1930s prison. So we wanted to try to tell a story. So again, this is all, I lit it, texture it, built it. But we wanted to tell a story with just one shot, so you get a lot from this, and that was kind of the idea. So with each shot, you can see it tells a story. It's very atmospheric.
I love it. Well, it's really beautiful, Sean. And then, what is your plan after you graduate? Like, where are you looking forward to? What's next for you?
I've had a lot of interest in my work. I have had taken 2 art tests for some AAA companies, so we're still waiting to hear back. So I submitted one just last week while I'm still in school, and I worked on another one last fall at the same time. So there's always the Game Developers Conference. We'll constantly be submitting our resumes online and showing our work, so we'll just see what happens.
So definitely staying proactive and finding those opportunities, right? We are here with Adam Montalongo. He's a friend of the Radio Club. We've interviewed him so many times and we always collaborate. But now we're here because you're graduating. So this is amazing. So fashion marketing and management. Tell me your experience. What has it been like? How do you feel?
I feel obviously relieved. I mean, I'm just happy and thrilled to be able to get all the skills needed and get out in the world and do it.
Is there anyone that was really inspiring for you, that really supported you throughout your career? Like somebody who comes to mind?
Yeah, obviously Julia, she's been our fashion club advisor, and she's really guided me one step at a time through the whole process. So Julia Skiba, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much.
So little shout out for Julia, definitely. We're here with Amber Andrada. Tell us what your major is.
My major is visual effects and motion graphics.
And now I was looking at some beautiful puppets here on the screen. Tell me more about that project. What did you do? How you came to this?
So for that one, I did rotoscoping compositing, and it's for a feature film with Whoopi Goldberg and everything. Yeah, so we're trying to complete that. It should be out within like a year or two.
That sounds amazing. Now, Amber, how was your experience here at the Art Institute?
I think I definitely took like being consistent with your work and a lot of hard work, because I know it's like a roller coaster being here. You have those moments where you're like, I can't do it, and then you have the moments where you're like, I'm almost there. I can do it, yeah.
So keep going, right? Yeah. Don't give up. So we're here with Ruby Leon, fashion and marketing management, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there like, teachers or like someone that comes to mind that you feel like really inspired you and really helped you in this process?
Yes, Kelly and Katrin that are no longer here.
So a little shout out to them, right? Okay, Ruby. Now, where do you want to go from here? Like, what's next for you? What are your plans?
I want to go into PR for either fashion PR or entertainment PR.
And then I know that you already have an opportunity right now. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I'm interning right now with Beat and Real. They've been here for the symposiums. I'm just helping her with styling.
That's awesome. Now, how did you get that opportunity, so that other students that are still here can know how to find those great job opportunities?
Just coming to Fashion Club or any of the events that we have here on campus.
That's amazing. Well, Ruby, congratulations and best of luck for you from now on.
This will last eternally. This is my life.
Gracias todos por veniendo aquí, por venir.